Welcome to Division Avenue Show People's final performance of You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown. At this time, we would like to remind you to keep all aisles clear and to turn off all cell phones and electronic devices. That's off, not silent, as the taking of photos and text messaging affects our sound and lighting systems, and it is hazardous to the actors on stage. In the unlikely event of an emergency, please notice the exits to the sides and back of our auditorium. Please also note that there will be a quick 10-minute intermission for bathroom use only. To avoid crowding indoors and keeping social distance regulations intact, at the end of the performance, we ask that you kindly leave the building and wait outside on the front lawn to see your friend or family member that is in the show. We thank you so much for coming and we welcome you back. Now sit back, relax, and enjoy You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown.
After all, science shows that a person's character isn't fully developed until he's at least 5 years old.
But I am 5. I'm more than 5.
Oh, well, that's the way it goes.
The only thing wrong with my big brother Charlie Brown is his lack of confidence. His inferiority and his lack of confidence. His clumsiness, his inferiority, and his lack of confidence. His stupidity, his clumsiness, his inferiority, and his lack of confidence. His...
Did you know that Charlie Brown has never pitched a winning baseball game, never been able to keep a kite in the air, never won a game of checkers, and never successfully punted a football? Sometimes I marvel at his consistency. I think Charlie Brown has nice hands.
It is truly a dog's life. A life of challenges. And you try acting excited when that round-headed kid comes home from school.
Linus, I want you to take a good look at Charlie Brown's face. Would you please hold still a minute, Charlie Brown? I want Linus to study your face. Now, this is what you call a failure face, Linus. Notice how it has failure written all over it. Study carefully. You rarely ever see such a good example. Notice the deep lines, the dull, vacant look in the eye. Yes, I would say this is the finest example of a failure face you're liable to see for a long while.
Some days I like to wake up early and watch the sunrise, and I think how beautiful it all is, and how my life lies before me, and I get a really positive feeling about things. Like this morning, for instance, the sky was so clear and the sun was so bright. How could anything go wrong on a day like this?
And we know
gotta get that kite to fly, and I'm not the kind of guy who gives up easily. Wonder why they stop to say, you're a good man, Charlie Brown. Never likes me anyway. You're a good man, Charlie Brown. Trying not to rock the boat, not to make us see. Give it yes, but I confess, I don't know what to mean. I wanna rise like I should and do everything right, but I lie awake at night, never sleep, with questions in my ear, loud and deep. I wanna join the dance, take the leap, but the answer isn't clear. Then I see. Get on the bus!
Get on the bus! Don't want to be late for school.
That's right! Don't wanna be late, don't wanna be late for school!
Charlie Brown.
There they go again.
Reminder we need.
Don't know what they mean.
Guilty,
I don't know.
guilty, sense of that.
I'm sorry, in between.
Charlie Brown.
There they go again.
The prince and the prince within. With a heart such as yours, you can open any doors. You can go everything, Charlie Brown.
Nothing lasts forever. All good things must end. I've memorized that phrase by heart. So tell me, I need to know it. Where will the good things start? Charlie Brown.
This is my report on the past. The past has always interested people. I must admit, however, that I don't know much about it. I wasn't here when it happened.
I'm the reporter for the school paper, Charlie Brown. Would you care to tell us what you intend to do if you're elected vice president?
Certainly. I intend to work here in
I'll just say that you'll be very honored and would do your best if elected.
She has all the workings of a great political columnist. I think lunchtime is about the worst time of day for me. Always having to sit here alone. But mornings aren't so good either. Waking up and wondering if anyone would even notice if I never got out of bed. And then there's the nighttime too. Lying there, thinking about all the stupid things I've done during the day. And all those hours in between, when I do all those stupid things. Well, lunchtime is about the worst time of day for me. Well, I guess I better see what I've got. Peanut butter. You know, some psychiatrists say that people who eat peanut butter sandwiches are lonely. I guess they're right. And when they're really lonely, the peanut butter gets stuck to the roof of your mouth. Boy, PTA did a great job hitting these benches. There's that cute little red-haired girl eating her lunch on that bench over there. I wonder what she'd do if I just went over there and asked to sit next to her. She'd probably laugh right in my face. It's hard on the face when it gets laughed in. There's an empty seat right next to her. There's no reason why I couldn't just go over and sit there. All I have to do is stand up. I'm standing up! I'm sitting down! I'm a coward! I'm like so much of a coward she probably wouldn't even think of looking at me. In fact, I don't remember her ever looking at me. Why shouldn't she look at me? Is she so great and I'm so small that she can't spare one little mole? She's looking at me. She's looking at me.
Nova, you're thinking of that other dress, the one I wore to Lucinda's party? The one I'm talking about was that very light blue one with the design embroidered along the waist?
I don't remember.
Something like this. The skirt went out like this, it had these big puffy sleeves and a sash like this.
Oh, I remember now.
Yes, well that was the dress I was wearing last week on my Frida, and she said she would just like it.
Lunchtime is about the worst time of day for me. If that little red-haired girl is looking at me with this stupid bag on my head, she'll think I'm the biggest fool alive. But if she isn't looking at me, maybe I could take her off quickly and she'd never notice it. But I'll never know if she's looking or not until I take the bag off my head. But if I never take the bag off my head, I'll never know if she's looking or not. On the other hand, it's getting very hard to breathe in here. She's not looking at me. I wonder why she never looks at me. Oh well, another lunch hour worth. Only 2,863 to go. All I need is one more try. Gotta get that kite to fly. And I'm not the kind of guy who gives up easily.
My Aunt Mary was right. Never try to discuss marriage with a musician.
Happiness is a fleeting thing, Sally. But I think a man can come closer to it by directing the forces of his life to a single goal that he believes in. And I think that a man's personal search for happiness isn't really a selfish thing either. Because by finding happiness himself, he can help others to find it too. Does that make sense to you?
We had spaghetti in our house 3 times last week.
Hey there, Snoopy. How's the fella?
Hi, Snoopy, cute dog.
What do you say, Tiger?
Hi, fuzzy face.
Hi, Snoopy.
Nobody ever calls me Sugar Lips.
You know a prince white dress and nice slippers and... No! And a big ballroom.
Uh-huh.
Well, that's sort of silly, isn't it, Charlie Brown?
Oh, no, not at all. I mean, well, we all have our little daydreams or ambitions or whatever you want to call them. I mean, I've had one myself for years, only I've never told anyone.
What? You can tell me.
No, it's not the sort of thing you would tell. Oh, I don't think I should.
Oh, come on, please. I wouldn't give it away. Come on, please.
Well, I always want to be called Flash. I hate the name Charlie. I want to be real athletic so that everyone would call me Flash. I want to be so good at everything so that all around school I will be known as Flash.
Hey, fine, but listen to this one.
What's the matter, Sam?
I don't know. Everything was fine. I was jumping rope. And suddenly, it all seemed so futile.
Beethoven used to be fond of taking long walks in the country. He was often inspired by the beautiful sounds of the countryside. Beethoven had it nice.
Hey, Snoopy, we're home from school. Hey there, fella. Gosh, it's good to see ya.
Oh, Snoopy, you're so adorable.
Okay, Snoopy, I'll be out later with your supper.
I think Snoopy's such a wonderful doggy.
Me too. He's just about the best there is. They like me. I think they're swell. Isn't it remarkable how things turn out so well? Pleasant day, pretty sky, life goes on. Here I lie, not bad. Not bad at all. Cozy home, board and bed, sturdy roof beneath my head. Not bad at all. Faithful friends, always near me, bring me bones, scratch my ear. Little birds come to cheer me every day. Sitting here on my stomach with their sharp little claws, which are usually cold and occasionally painful, and sometimes there are so many that I can hardly stand it. Rats. Feel every now and then that I'm gonna bite someone. I know every now and then what I wanna be. A fierce stumble and a crocodile and a tree. La 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 la. I stay very, very still to see a victim come. I wait doing very well on the sitting counts. And then like the fierce dumb creature I am, I would pounce. I pounce. I pounce. You know, I never realized it was so far down to the ground from up here. Let me see. Where was I? Oh, that's right. The pretty sky. Not bad at all. Cozy home, board and bed, sturdy roof beneath my head. Not bad at all.
will snow tonight.
I think I'll walk right up to that little red-haired girl and introduce myself. I think I'll introduce myself, and then I'll ask her to come over here and sit next to me. I think I'll ask her to sit by me, and then I'll tell her how much I've always admired her. I think I'll fly my arms and fly to the moon.
Yesterday, I was a dog. Today, I'm a dog. Tomorrow, I'll probably still be a dog. There's just so little hope of advancement.
Today's April Fool's Day, Charlie Brown. I think I'll play a little trick on you. I think I'll try a little trick. You do understand what I'm saying, don't you? You understand this is April Fool's? You sure? I want to be certain you understand. Okay. Hey, Charlie Brown, guess what? That little redhead girl's over there, and she wants to give you a hug and a kiss. Really? Wow, this is fantastic. April Fool! Just like shooting a fish in a barrel.
Snoopy! Do you see this stick? I, the human being, will throw the stick, and you, the dog, will retrieve it.
I, the dog, could not be less interested.
Lucy, give me back my blanket.
No, I've got it and I'm going to keep it. This is just a start to help you break this disgusting habit.
Well, apparently you haven't read the latest scientific reports. A blanket that's as important to a child as a hobby is to an adult. Many men spend his time collecting old automobiles, or building model trains, or restoring old telephones, or even studying the Civil War. This is called playing with the past.
Really?
Certainly. And it helps these men cope with their everyday problems. Now, I find it absolutely necessary that I get my blanket back. So I'm just going to have to give it a good yank.
Ugh!
Surprising what you can accomplish with a little smooth talking and some fast action. Got you back again. Delightful. Sucking your thumb without a blanket is like eating a cone without ice cream. My blanket and me.
Hey girls, look at this! Look at my little baby brother Linus with his little baby blanket!
There's your baby brother with the silly little blanket.
You know how babies are with their blankets.
What do you mean? It's a cozy sanctuary, but it's far from necessary, because I'm just as self-reliant as before. As a simple demonstration of my independent station, I will go and leave my blanket on the floor. Yes, I'll walk away and leave it, though I know you won't believe it. I'll just walk away and leave it on the floor. La 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 la.
La 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 la. Yes, so walk away and leave it on. Don't ever let me do that again.
You're a hopeless case, Linus. Come on, girls.
I thought I could do it. I really thought I could do it.
Was it not you My teacher. Also being judged on your ability to transmit your knowledge to me? Are you willing to share my seat? Well, perhaps I was being judged on the quality of the coat hanger itself out of which my creation was made. Now, is this not also unfair? Am I to be judged on the quality of coat hangers that are used by our dry cleaning establishment to return our garments? Is this not the responsibility of my parents? Should they not share my seat? Thank you, Miss Osborne. The squeaky wheel gets the grease.
Little more rope, little more weight, little more hope. Gotta get this stupid kite to fly. Gotta make sure it doesn't snag, doesn't trip, doesn't drag. Gotta watch out for every little whoops. Little less speed, little more tack, little less rise, little more slack. Gotta keep my wits about me now. Gotta make sure it doesn't get the best of me till I get it in the air somehow. Millions of little kids do it every day. They make a kite who fits in the sky. Leave it to me to have a wonderful kite who likes to see a little kid cry. A little less talk, a little more skill, a little less luck, a little more will. Gotta keep my wits about me now. Gotta make sure it doesn't best of me. Why not fly? Wait a minute. What's it doing? It isn't on the ground. It isn't in a tree. It's in the air. Look at that. It's caught the breeze now. It's past the trees now. With room to spare. And I'm not such a clumsy guy. If I really try, I can really fly a kite. How are you today, Sally?
I'm mad. I'm at the whole world.
Are you mad at everybody in the whole world?
I'm mad at everybody.
Are you mad at all the animals? And the bird and the fish? Are you mad at the trees and the flowers?
I'm mad at them too. I'm mad at everything.
Are you mad at the sky? And the stars? Are you mad at the ground and all the rocks? Are you mad at cars? Are you mad at buildings? Are you mad at TV? Are you mad at circuses? Are you mad at roller skates? Are you mad at bracelets?
You didn't mention jump ropes.
Are you mad at jump ropes?
I'm especially mad at stupid jump ropes!
Here, Lucy, this is for you. Happy Valentine's Day. No, that isn't right. Here, Lucy, this is for you. Happy Valentine's Day. You can do it if you just don't get nervous. Okay, you should have, you can do this, you can do this. Here, Lucy, this is for you. Merry Christmas.
Hi, Charlie Brown.
Hi. Oh, wait a minute. You dropped something. Say, what is this?
Valentine's. They're for all the boys in our class that smell like girls with naturally curly hair.
Oh, well, we wouldn't want to lose this one, would we? The one with the initial C on it?
No, I guess not. Craig Brown would be very disappointed.
I would give anything for that little red-haired girl to send me a Valentine. What if she did send me one? What if she sent me a Valentine and it's in our mailbox right now? I'm afraid to look. If I look and there's nothing in there, I'll be crushed. But if she did send me one, I gotta look. Hello? Nothing echoes like an empty mailbox.
Ever think about why you didn't get any Valentine's, Chuck?
I
I think I figured it out. You didn't get any Valentine's because no one sent you any.
Can't stand it. Look at them all, enjoying themselves and their Valentines. I sent a Valentine to everyone I know this year. And you know how many I got? None. Not one. I did not get one single Valentine. Not from anyone. Nobody ever sends me Valentines. Nobody likes me. I get as better many Valentines as a dog. My stomach hurts. Oh, Lucy, I'm so depressed. Everything has gone wrong. I don't know what to do.
I'm sorry to hear that, Charlie Brown. Maybe there's something that I can do to help. I think what you need to do most of all is to come out and admit all the things that are wrong with you.
Do you really think that'll work?
Certainly.
Okay, I'll try. I'm not very handsome or clever or lucid. I've always been stupid at spelling and numbers. I've never been much playing football or baseball or stickball or checkers or marbles or ping pong. Usually awful at parties and dances. I stand like a stick, or I cough, or I laugh, or I don't bring a present, or I spill the ice cream, or I get so upset that I stand and I scream. Oh, how could there possibly be one small person as thoroughly, totally, utterly, blah as me?
Well, that's okay for a starter.
A starter?
Certainly. You don't think admitting these few superficial failings are going to do you any good? But Charlie Brown, you really have to delve. You're stupid, self-centered, and moody.
I'm moody.
You're terribly dull to be with.
Yes, I am. And nobody likes me, not Frida, or Shermy, or Linus, or Schroeder.
Or Lucy.
Or Lucy.
Or Snoopy.
Or Snoopy. Hey, wait a minute, Snoopy likes me.
He only pretends to like you because you feed him. That doesn't count.
Or Snoopy. Oh, why was I born just to be one small person as thoroughly, totally, utterly?
Wait, you're not very much of a person.
That's certain.
And yet there is reason for hope.
There's hope.
For although you are no good at music like Schroeder, or happy like Snoopy, or lovely like me, you have the distinction to be no one else but the singular, remarkable, unique Charlie Brown. I mean, yes, it's amazingly true. For whatever it's worth, Charlie Brown, you're you.
Gosh, Lucy, you know something? I'm beginning to feel better already. You're a true friend, Lucy. A true friend.
That'll be 5 cents, please.
I couldn't decide if I wanted fudge marble, rocky road, chocolate, or vanilla. I finally decided on fudge marble. Then I had to choose between the plain cone and the sugar cone. I chose the sugar cone. So what happened? I walked outside and I dropped the whole thing on the sidewalk. Don't tell me my life isn't a Shakespearean tragedy.
Today's my grandfather's birthday, Charlie Brown.
How old is he?
63. It's hard to believe he was once a human being. Why is it I always have my supper in the red dish and my drinking water in the yellow dish? One of these days I'm gonna have my supper in the yellow dish and my drinking water in the red dish. Life's just too short not to live it up a little.
Schroeder, do piano players make a lot of money?
Money? Who cares about money? This is art, you blockhead. This is great music I'm playing, and playing great music is an art. Do you hear me? An art. Art, art, art.
You fascinate me. What? What?
Call the principal and hand him the news. We've got a holiday that he can't refuse. A day of harmony, a day of music. Beethoven's birthday. A reverential mission. The hope of each musician. No more am I the only guy to stand up and say, hooray, Beethoven, hooray. Yes, as a Ludwig von Beethoven, born 1770.
Whatever! Sure, I just want to know on your side. I'm going to help you publicity-wise with Beethoven's birthday.
Thanks for your support. I just don't want to see Beethoven's birthday commercialized.
Commercialized?
Yes, next thing you know, we're doing Beethoven t-shirts. Beethoven Day. If you're wondering now how do we start, just pull the music so you know it by heart. We're gonna celebrate, we'll throw a party. Beethoven's birthday. Beethoven Day. And when you say the title, Beethoven Day, you'll hear a great recital. Goodbye to that boy, girl, just stand up and say, hooray, Beethoven, hooray. Beethoven Day. Beethoven Day. Beethoven Day. Beethoven Day. Hey, yeah. A philharmonic rumble. Beethoven Day. A polyphonic jumble. A humble dedication. And we stand up and say, hooray, Beethoven, hooray.
I got it! We'll demand full-page ads in every newspaper.
We'll start chain of Beethoven superstores.
We'll build a theme park.
We can have a bake sale.
Wait! That's too commercial. Let's imagine it as a glorious hour, filled with emotion, inspired with power. When we all honor the man we adore. On the day we place the newest face on Mount Rushmore. Mount Rushmore. A moment of reflection. A classical injection. No basic distraction. We begin today. A musical collection. Everybody can play. The rhyme of every boy and girl to stand up and say, hooray, Beethoven, hooray, hooray.
All right, everybody up for rabbit chasing.
Oh, good grief.
Come on, Snoopy, it's a magnificent day for chasing rabbits. The air is clear, the sun is shining, the fields and woodlands lie open and inviting.
It's such a magnificent day. Why spoil it for the rabbits?
Come on, Snoopy, where's your old girl to chase? Where's your spirit of adventure? What kind of dog are you anyway?
I'm a sleeping dog. You take it from there.
You should be ashamed of yourself. Wasting a perfectly good day like this. The scent is fresh, the trail is clear. Let's get out there and track us a big old rabbit.
Well, I get the feeling she's determined. Okay, if that's what she wants, you might as well get your money's worth.
Attaboy, Snoopy, we ought to see lots of game today.
Sometimes, when you're depressed, all you want to do is nothing. Sometimes all you want to do is rest your head on your arm and stare into space. Sometimes, this can go on for hours. And, if you're unusually depressed, you may have to switch arms. This has been a bad time for me. But maybe, if I'm lucky, tomorrow will be a better day.
Well, in some parts of the world, tomorrow is already today. And today is yesterday. So if tomorrow is already today, I don't think tomorrow could be any better.
You're a lot of fun to have around. Rabbits.
A book report on Peter Rabbit. Peter Rabbit.
Report on
Peter Peter Rabbit is the stupid but the best stupid rabbit houses that circles from other people's gardens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 83 to go!
name of the book about which this book report is about is Peter Rabbit, which is about this rabbit. I found it I like the part where it was it reminded me of Robin Hood, and the part where Robin walks to the sheriff and nothing was back, and then Robin and rose up for the trees and I said it's surprise attack. And they captured the sheriff and all of his goods and they carried it back to the cabin. There wasn't the sheriff was scared, I didn't know at all, but it wriggled away, sounded the cold and mad was the arrows flew. And the rabbit is sort of that kind of thing too.
The other people's name was McGregor. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23.
In examining a work such as Peter Rabbit, it is important that the superficial characteristics of its deceptively simple plot should not be allowed to blind the reader to the more substantial fabric of its deeper motivations. In this report, I plan to discuss the sociological implications of family pressure so great as to drive an otherwise moral rabbit to perform acts of thievery which he consciously knew were against the law. I also hope to explore the personality of Mr. McGregor and his conflicting roles as farmer and humanitarian. Peter Rabbit is established from the start as a benevolent hero who,
If I start writing now when I'm not really rested, it could upset my thinking, which is no good at all. I'll get a first start tomorrow and it's not due till Wednesday, so I'll have all of Tuesday unless something should happen. Why does this always happen? I should be outside playing, getting fresh air and sunshine. I work best under pressure and there'll be lots of pressure. If I wait till tomorrow, I should start writing now. But if I start writing now when I'm not really rested, it could upset my thinking, which is no good at all.
The name of the rabbit was Peter. 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, yes!
Down came the staff on his head, smash! And Robin fell like a sack full of lead, crash! And there was love, and he left him for dead. But he was wrong.
35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40.
Just in an arrow flew in the wind. It was a sign for the fight to begin. Sing! And then it looked like the sheriff would win. But not for long. Away they ran. Just like Robin, who run a lot, as you can tell from the story of Peter Rabbit, which this report is about. Rabbit, 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 chasing rabbit. Everything is just as right a book report of any quality. It's just today. How can they inspire a life so miserable and so relentlessly and so many times? Not to mention the extreme pressure exerted on him by his deeply rooted rivalry with Flopsy, Mopsy, and Cottontail. And they were about stage. Start again. Peter Rabbit.
Camel, searching for the infamous Red Baron. I must bring him down. Suddenly, anti-aircraft fire, Archie used to call it, begins to burst beneath my plane. The Red Baron has spotted me. Actually, tough flying aces never say, yeah, I was just Track this fog! It's bad enough to have to fight the Red Baron, then to have to fly in weather like this? All right, Red Baron, where are you? You can hide from me forever! What's that? It's a Fokker triplane! Ha! I've got you this time, Red Baron! He's diving down out of the sun! He's tricked me again! I've got to run! Come on, Southwind Camel! Let's go! Go, Camel! Go! God! Curse the evil that causes all this unhappiness! Here's the World War I flying ace, back at the Aerodome in France. He is exhausted, and yet he does not sleep. For one thought continues to burn in his mind. Someday I'll get you, Red Baron!
Oh yeah? That's what you think. Oh yeah, that's what you think. That's what you think. That's what you think.
What?
That's my new philosophy. Oh yeah, that's what you think.
Well, why are you telling me? Why are you telling me?
Why are you telling me? I like it. That's good philosophy. Why are you telling me? Why are you telling me? Why are you telling me my new philosophy? The teacher gave a D on last week's homework. She said, Miss Sally Brown, your grades are going down. I could have told her.
Your new philosophy.
My new philosophy. Miss B, I'm she. Let's see. A D, a D. Well, why are you telling me? That's my new philosophy.
That's your new philosophy.
Why are you telling me? My new philosophy.
That's great, Sally. But I have to go practice Chopin's Nocturne in E-flat minor.
No! I like it! No! That's good philosophy. No! No! No!
That's your new philosophy, huh?
Yes! I mean, no! Just like a busy bee, each new philosophy can fly from tree to tree and keep me moving. When life's a dizzy maze on alternating days, I choose a different phase.
Your new philosophy.
My new philosophy.
Sally, some philosophies are simple. Man does not live by bread alone. Some philosophies are clear.
Leave your message at the sound of the tone.
Some philosophies pick their
Choose,
deciding what goes in a song. Take a lifetime.
Not take a minute.
Miss Sally. I think this is only a minute. Can't be very long lasting. For instance, Beethoven took over 2 years to complete his brilliant Ninth Symphony.
No!
I can't stand it!
I can't stand it! I like it! It's like the guarantee, my new philosophy, and things are sure to be a whole lot better. Oh yeah? That's what you think. Why? You're telling me? No! I can't stand it! Now life is free and easy, much more philosophy, say with not really, you know? Someone has said that we should live each day as if it were the last day of our life. Clearly, some philosophies aren't for all people. And that's my new philosophy.
Alright, gang. I want this game to be our biggest and best of the season. I want everyone out there playing with everything he's got.
Charlie Brown, I thought up some new strategy for you. Why don't you tell the other team we're going to play them at a certain place, only it isn't the real place, so when they don't show up, we'll win by forfeit. Isn't that good strategy? I don't understand these managers who don't want to use good strategy.
The thing they have to remember is spirit and teamwork. If we really grit our teeth and
The other team was trash talking us, Charlie Brown. I got even with them though. I said, "You think you're so great? Mozart was writing symphonies your age." That should have told them.
I'm sure it did. If we really grit our teeth and bear down, I'm sure we will finish this season.
Maybe you shouldn't be the playing manager, Charlie Brown. Maybe you could be the bench manager.
That's a good idea. You'd be a great bench manager, Big Brother. You could say things like, bench do this or bench do that. You could even be in charge of where we put the bench once we get to the playing field. You could say, let's put the bench here or let's put the bench there.
Can't stand it.
What's the point of playing when we know we're going to lose? If only there's some 1,000,000 to 1 chance we would win, it would make some sense.
Well, I'm not sure if there's 1,000,000 to 1 chance, but I am completely sure there's at least 1,000,000,000 to 1 chance. Right?
Right!
Come on! Give me a T! Give me an E! Give me an A! Give me an F! What do you got?
Team! There is no team like the best team, which is our team.
Right here, we will show you we're the best team in the very little league this year. And in no time, we'll be big time with the big league baseball stars. For all we have to do is just one more game, and the championship is ours.
Dear Pen Pal, you'll never guess what happened today at the baseball game. It's hard to believe what happened today at the baseball game. I was the manager, Schroeder was catcher, and all of the team was the same as always, but somehow a rather disastrous struck at the baseball. Balls, 2 strikes, the bases were loaded with 2 men out. I pitched my curve, but somehow he hit it a good, strong clout. Lucy, I heard it's coming right to you. Yes, she caught it as easy as pie, then dropped it. I don't think it's good for a team's morale to see their manager cry. Snoopy helped out by biting a runner and catching the ball with his teeth. Light his car flies from a 3rd-story window by holding his blanket beneath. Yes, we had fortitude, no one could argue with that. And 1 run would win us the game as I came up to bat.
All right, Charlie Brown, we're all behind you. Sort of. I mean, this band
me and one tried to go. And I saw her, this cute little red-headed girl I know. Firmly I vowed that I'd win it for her, and I shouldered my bed and I swung.
Blockhead!
Dear pen pal, I'm told we live is really quite far. Could you please send directions on how I can get where you are? Your friend, Charlie Brown.
I'm sorry to have to say it to your face, Lucy, but it's true. You're a very crabby person. Now, I know your crabbiness has probably become so natural to you that you're not even aware when you're being crabby, but it's true just the same. You're a very crabby person, and your crabby is called everyone you meet. Now, I hope you don't mind my saying this, Lucy, and I hope you'll take it in the spirit it's intended. I believe we should be open to any opportunity to learn more about ourselves. I also believe Socrates is right when he said, the first rule to anyone in life is know thyself. Well, I guess I've said just about enough. I hope I haven't offended you or anything, Lucy.
What's Socrates have to do with it anyway? Who was she anyway? Did she ever get to be queen? Tell me that! Did she ever get to be queen? Did she ever get to be queen? Who was Socrates anyway? Know thyself.
Hey Snoopy, you want me to get my arm back in shape? Check this one out. It's new fastball.
Excuse me a moment, Charlie Brown, but I was wondering if you might answer a few questions.
Certainly, Lucy.
Well, I'm conducting a survey to enable me to know myself better, and first of all, I'd like to ask, on a scale of 0 to 100, using a standard of 50 is average, 75 is above average, and 90 is exceptional, where would you rate me with regards to crabbiness?
Well, Lucy,
Your ballots need not be signed, and all answers will be held in the strictest confidence.
Still, Lucy, that's a really difficult question to answer.
You may have a few moments to think it over if you'd like, or we can get back to that question later.
I think I'd like to come back to it, if you don't mind.
Certainly. This next question deals with certain character traits you may have observed. Regarding personality, would you say that mine's A, forceful, B, pleasing, or C, objectionable? Would that be A, B, or C? What would your answer be on Charlie Brown? A, B, or C? Would you say, Charlie Brown?
I'd have to say forceful, Lucy, but
Forceful. We'll make a check mark at the letter A. Now, would you rate my ability to get along with other people as poor, fair, good, or excellent?
I think that depends on what you mean by get along with other people.
You know, make friends, sparkle in the crowd, that sort of thing.
Is there a place for abstention?
Certainly, I'll make a check mark at none of the above. This next question deals with my physical appearance. In referring to my beauty, would you say that I was stunning, mysterious, or intoxicating?
Gosh, Lucy, you look just fine to me.
Stunning! All right, Charlie Brown, I think we should get back to that first question. On a scale of 0 to 100, using a standard of 50...
Remember the question, Lucy.
Well...
51.
51 is your crabbiness rating for me. Well, that about does it, I guess. Thank you very much for helping me with this survey, Charlie Brown. Your cooperation has been greatly appreciated.
Certainly, Lucy. Anytime. Come on, Snoopy.
Wait, there is one more question. Would you answer yes or no to the following question? Is Lucy Van Pelt the sort of person you would like to have as president of your club or civic organization?
Oh, yes, Lucy. By all means.
Yes, well, that about does it, I guess. Thank you very much. Well, who asked you? a scale of 0 to 100 using a standard of 50 is average, 75 is above average, and 90 is exceptional, where would you rate me with regards to crabbiness?
You're my big sister.
That's not the question!
No, but that's my answer.
Come on, Linus, answer the question!
Look, Lucy, I know if I give any sort of honest answer to that question, you're gonna slug me.
Linus, a survey that's not based on honest answers is like a house built on a foundation of sand. Would I be spending my time to conduct this survey if I did not expect complete candor in all my responses? I promise not to slug you. Now, what number would you give me for your crabbiness rating?
95.
It's a woman's prerogative to change her mind. Now, I add these 2 columns, and that should give you my answer. There, it's all done. Now let's see what you've got. It's true! I'm a crabby person. I'm a very crabby person, everybody knows it. I've been spreading crabbiness everywhere I go. I'm a super crab. It's a wonder anyone will still talk to me. It's a wonder I have any friends at all, or even associates. I've done nothing but make life miserable for everyone. I've done nothing but breed unhappiness and resentment. Where did I go wrong? How can I be so selfish? How could...
What's the matter, Lucy?
Don't talk to me, Linus. I don't deserve to be spoken to. I don't deserve to breathe the air I breathe. No good, Linus. No good.
Well, that's not true.
Yes, it is. I'm no good, and there's no reason at all I should still go on living on the face of this earth.
Yes, there is.
Name one. Just tell me one single reason why I should still deserve to go living on this planet.
Well, for one thing, you have a little brother who loves you. Every now and then, say the right thing.
See, Marcy? Here are the names of everyone who's up for Outstanding Student of the Year. There's my name, see?
I counted them, sir. You're 400th on the list.
400, then moving up fast.
I'll just never get the second proper.
Just put down 11, Shermy, and don't worry about it. X is almost always 11, Y is almost always 9. One thing I've learned about algebra is don't take it too seriously.
Yes, ma'am, my name's Pigpen. Oh, yes, I've been in your class all year. You just haven't noticed me. The custodian keeps sweeping me out.
Of course it's surprising, but I'm sure Lucy knows now she can't be crabby anymore.
Anymore.
Where is everybody? I told them to be here.
Told him to be here.
If we don't rehearse, we can't sing at the assembly tomorrow.
Assembly tomorrow.
Charlie Brown!
Charlie Brown.
Linus!
Linus. Lucy. Give me back my pencil, you blockhead!
No! Not until you give me back my crayons!
That is my best pencil. If you don't give me back my pencil, I'll tell Sally what you said about her.
Stop that! We gotta rehearse. You're late.
What did you say about me, Linus?
He said,
Lucy, stop that!
Sorry, I'm late.
There's no time to be sorry.
What did he say?
Quiet! Remember, it's a mood piece. We must paint a picture with music and words.
Concentrate.
Remember, adagio con brio.
Oh, give me a home where the buffalo roam, where the deer and the antelope play.
give me my pencil.
Where seldom is heard a discouraging word, where the skies are not cloudy all day.
Told me what you told me.
Give me my pencil.
Home, home on the range.
Give me my pencil.
No! Not until you promise not to tell her
What are you
plan.
trying to do? Snag on my freedom of speech.
Seldom is heard
Give me my pencil.
discouraging word,
Promise no
where the
pencil.
skies are not cloudy all day.
What pencil?
No! Give me that pencil.
Linus adjusted his hair.
Close leisurely down the street. Graceful white swan goes gliding along.
What did he call me?
Like a
The big sister is responsible for the education of the little brother, so she's teaching me. Boy, she's intelligent.
Come on, Linus. Do you see this tree? It's called a fir tree. It's called a fir tree because it gives us fur for coats. It also gives us wool in the wintertime.
Gosh, see, I never knew that before.
This is an elm tree. It's very little, but it will grow up into a giant tree. And oh, you can tell how old it is by counting its leaves.
That's fascinating, Lucy.
Lucy, I don't mean to interfere, but
And way up there, those fluffy little white things, those are clouds. They make the wind blow. And way down there, those tiny little black things, those are bugs. They make the grass grow.
That's so?
That's right. They run around all day, tugging and tugging at each tiny seedling until it grows into a great tall blade of grass. And this thing here, it's called a hydrant. They grow all over, and no one seems to know just how a little thing like that gets so much water. Do you see that bird? It's called an eagle. But since it's little, it has another name, a sparrow. And Christmas and Thanksgiving, we eat them.
Lucy, how did you say that? I'm sorry, but I can't stand anything behind this.
And way up there, the little stars and planets make the rain that falls in showers. And when it's cold and winter is upon us, the snow comes up, just like the flowers.
Now wait a minute, Lucy. I know that one's wrong. Snow doesn't come up, it comes down.
After it comes up, the wind blows it around so it looks like it's coming down, only it comes up with around like grass. It comes up, Charlie Brown, snow comes up!
Good grief. Why is Charlie Brown hitting his head against that
To
tree?
loosen the bark to make the tree grow faster. Clouds to make the wind blow, bugs to make the grass grow. So there you go. These are little known facts that now you know.
My stomach clock just went off. It's summertime. Charlie Brown has forgotten to feed me. Here I lie, a withering, hollow shell of a dog. And there's my supper dish. Empty! But that's all right. He'll remember. When no furry friend comes to greet him after school, then he'll remember and he'll rush out here to the doghouse. But it'll be too late. There'll be nothing left but the dry carcass of his former friend who used to love to run and play so happily with him. Nothing left but the bleed puppy blood.
Hey, Snoopy, are you asleep or something? I've been sitting out here a whole minute with your supper and you haven't even noticed. It's supper time.
Supper time! Supper time! Behold the brimming bowl of meat and meal, which is brought forth to ease our hunger. Behold the flowing flagon, worsted sweet, which has been sent to slay our thirst.
Okay, no need for a big production. Just get off in the doghouse and eat.
It's supper time. Yeah, it's supper time. Oh, it's supper time. Very last time of day. It's supper time. Yes, it's supper time. And when supper time comes, can supper be far away? Bring on the soup dish, bring on the cup, bring on the bacon and fill me up. 'cause it's supper, 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 supper time. My own noodle, my own day, oh, supper time. Bring on the dog food, bring on the bone, bring on the barrel and throw me home. It's supper, 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 stupid pepper upper, supper, stupid Christmas supper time. Wintertime's nice with the ice and snow, summertime's nice with a place to go. Bedtime, overtime, halftime too. They just can't hold the candle to my supper time! Oh yeah! I love my supper! I love music! Bring on the hammer, bring on the bun. Happy's little puppy loves everyone. 'Cause it's supper, 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 supper. Super, super, supper, supper. Super, super, supper time. Ooh, yeah.
No, you cut it out! Now, why can't you just sit here meal calmly and quietly like any other normal dog?
So what's wrong with making mealtime a joyous occasion? Supper, 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 supper. Sounds of the night, but somehow something seems to be missing. Oh! In my opinion, that's exactly what it needed.
I'm so happy. That little red-haired girl, she dropped her pencil. It has teeth marks all over it. She nibbles her pencil. She's human! This hasn't been such a bad day after all. Happiness is finding a pencil.
Pizza with sausage. Telling the time. Happiness is learning to whistle. I heard you for the very first time.
Happiness is playing the drum in your own school band.
And happiness is walking hand in hand. Happiness is 2 kinds of ice cream.
Knowing a secret.
Climbing a tree.
Happiness is 5 different crayons.
Catching a firefly and setting him free.
Happiness anyone and anything at all that's loved by you.
Happiness is having a sister.
Sharing a sandwich, getting along. Happiness is singing together when singing together is through.
And happiness is those who sing with you.
Happiness is those who sing.
Happiness is morning and evening, daytime and nighttime
Happiness is anyone and anything at all that's loved by you.
You're a good man, Charlie Brown.
It's our closing night, and we just want to give. I want to give some senior roses to seniors real quick. And just.
Oh, that damn fish. Huzzah! Keep it moving!
Okay, we're going to start out. We'd like to give an enormous thank you to our amazing stage manager, Catherine. Part of our cast member family for our past shows, but she was unfortunately unable to perform this year due to an injury. But luckily, though, we were still able to have her with us every day as our stage manager. She's helped us through our rehearsals with our lines, knowing our staging, and just everything else that we needed help with.
Catherine has also taken on a unique role using her musical talents as our one-man pit this year. So for every piece of music that you heard in the show, she was queuing up the music tracks. And I can't forget to mention her live vocal cameo as the angelic voice you hear during the Red Baron scene. So again, thank you so much for all your hard work.
This thank you goes out to our wonderful music director, Miss Levenberg. Mrs. Levenberg teaches part of MacArthur. She makes the trek from map to division every year to help us learn our music, ranging from the score of Mary Poppins to now Charlie Brown. We thank you so much for helping us while also directing the musicals at MacArthur. The music from shows can be hard to learn with intricate harmonies, but Mrs. Lev always finds a way to make it easy to learn and enjoyable for all of us. We are incredibly grateful for you, and the seniors, we're going to miss you so much.
Thank our audio technician, Jesse. This is actually Jesse's first show as an audio technician. Audio soundboard guy, sorry. And he's done shows in the past as stage crew here at Division. And we've really gotten to know him over this short period of time, and he's really been a nice guy to us and really helps us out. So we'd like to thank Jesse for all your help. Thank our light and sound designer, Glenn, if you'll come down as well. Glenn carefully places and cues every one of our lights that you see in this theater, from the spotlight that you see in the very beginning of the show to the wild party lights that you see in supper time. Each little detail in lighting gives our show such a nice look and feel that would otherwise be absent without his work. We rehearse our shows with just the house lights for so many weeks, and when Glenn comes in and works his magic here, we are so in awe of the amazing look of everything. And Glenn has also worked on every show I've been in and for the shows that almost everyone here has been in. And it's been so nice to have gotten to know him over the years. And for me and my fellow seniors, it is nice to have him here for our final performance. So again, a big thank you to Glenn.
Our next thing. Our next thank you goes out to Miss Logides. Here at Division, many know her as the business teacher, but my first introduction to her was as the choreographer. From Super Cal and Mary Poppins to Nutcracker and Millie to Voulez-Vous and Mamma Mia, and to literally any crazy choreography Snoopy does on this stage tonight, Miss Logides had a hand in creating. Although the room gets a little bit more chaotic when she enters, there's always a method to her madness. She pushes her students to do more and has high expectations of all of us, but somehow we always reach it. After being here for 4 years, I have seen her create choreography on the spot and adapt Broadway dances to her high school stage. Not only have her show-stopping dance numbers been show-stopping, but also still memorable to this day. If you ask any alumni to repeat one of Miss Logides' dances, I'm sure they could do it. Besides her choreographic talents, she has an unforgettable personality. From the seniors and I, we want to say thank you for the wonderful 4 years, and thank you for everything.
And finally, we have our amazing director, Mr. Nola. Mr. Nola is the very best director to ever grace the stage of Division Avenue High School. He truly cares about both the art of musical theater and the well-being of his students. I know that every cast and crew member can remember a time when Mr. Nola made them feel welcomed and appreciated. He has the ability to bring out the hidden talents in each of us and make us shine. He really is an incredible person, mentor, and director. From the class of 2021, we would just like to say a thank you for all of the opportunities and support you have given us these last 4 years. Thank you.
Okay, so basically, I asked him what costume I needed to wear, and he told me to get very bright socks that match my shirt, so I actually got him a pair.
I'm really quickly just going to thank everybody for coming. I really, really appreciate it. I know that this is a
No
lot.
problem, Mr. Nolan.
For what?
No problem.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Thank you, Scott. So I know that this is the first time that a lot of people are in space together, and a light had gone out for a long time for all of us, especially on stage. And I really, really appreciate you guys coming. Thank you so much to the administration here,
Very
Mr.
welcome.
Deese, Mr. McElroy, and Mr. Kasha. Thank you to my beautiful staff, Ms. Levenberg, Ms. Logedes, Glenn, Jesse, everyone, thank you so much. And get out and have a great night.
Yes,